Humanistic psychology, the psychology of being human. Ever feel like there's more to life than just surviving? That's where humanistic psychology comes in, a field that sees you not as a set of symptoms but as a person with unlimited potential. Let's have a look at this empowering perspective that focuses on what makes life worth living. It emerged in the mid-20th century as a response to two dominant schools of thought. While Sigmund Freud of psychoanalysis focused on the past, unconscious conflicts, and resolving childhood trauma, Pavlov and Skinner of behaviorism treated humans as reactors to stimuli, emphasizing measurable or observable behavior. But Abraham Maslow and Carl Rogers believed psychology was missing something essential: the human experience. They wanted to understand how we grow, find meaning, and achieve happiness. Thus, humanistic psychology was born, often called the third force in psychology. Core theoretical concepts: Maslow's hierarchy of needs. 1. Physiological needs or basic survival needs like food, water, shelter. 2. Safety needs such as security and stability. 3. Love and belonging such as relationships, family, and community. 4. Esteem needs like respect, confidence, and recognition. And finally 5. Self-actualization, that is realizing your full potential. Maslow's famous hierarchy of needs explains human motivation. Imagine climbing a ladder. The first rungs are basic needs like food and safety. The middle steps focus on relationships and self-esteem. And at the top lies self-actualization, where you pursue creativity, personal growth, and purpose. Maslow describes self-actualization as becoming the most authentic version of yourself. Think of individuals like Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa. They lived for a cause greater than themselves. 2. Carl Rogers' person-centered approach. While Maslow mapped out human motivation, Carl Rogers focused on personal growth through relationships. His person-centered therapy relies on 3 core principles. 1. Empathy. Walking in someone else's shoes, truly understanding another's perspective. 2. Genuineness, being real, authenticity in interactions. 3. Unconditional positive regard. Accepting people for who they are, regardless of flaws. These principles create a safe space where individuals can explore their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. This fosters self-awareness and growth. The concept of self. Rogers also introduced the idea of the self. He argued that we experience inner conflict when our perceived self, who we are, doesn't match our ideal self, who we want to be. Misalignment causes anxiety and self-doubt. Therapy helps bridge that gap by fostering self-acceptance. When our real self aligns with our ideal self, we experience congruence, leading to psychological well-being. Key principles of humanistic psychology. Holistic perspective. Humanistic psychology views people holistically. It's not just about mental health but how physical, emotional, social and spiritual factors influence our well-being. Free will. Unlike theories that portray humans as puppets of their past, humanistic psychology champions free will. It emphasizes that humans are free to make choices and are responsible for their actions. Unlike deterministic views, this approach believes in personal agency and growth. Positive view of human nature. Above all, humanistic psychology believes people are inherently good, capable of kindness, creative, and driven by the desire to grow, connect, and contribute. Applications of humanistic psychology. Therapy and counseling. Humanistic principles are at the heart of modern therapy, especially approaches like person-centered therapy and Gestalt therapy. They focus on empowering clients to explore their feelings and reach their goals in a supportive environment and find their own answers. In education, humanistic psychology promotes student-centered learning, where teachers focus on creating environments where students feel valued, developing students' potential rather than just delivering information. In the workplace, humanistic principles inspire leadership styles that value employee growth and creativity, leading to higher productivity and job satisfaction. Criticisms. Critics argue that humanistic psychology can be too optimistic, overlooking darker aspects of human nature. Others feel it lacks scientific rigor because it's hard to measure abstract concepts like potential and self-actualization. legacy despite critiques. Humanistic psychology paved the way for fields like positive psychology, mindfulness, and personal development coaching. Its emphasis on well-being continues to shape modern practices. Humanistic psychology teaches us to see the best in ourselves and others. So, what's your next step towards self-actualization? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more inspiring content.